Hi, this is Peter Dietz Clairvoyance here, and we're going to call this Peter Dietz Clairvoyance Blog. Okay, now I know Facebook is like a blog, isn't it? But I'm going to do a blog video, but we're going to focus on certain topics. And you can get really involved in this as well. In other words, you can comment below some things that you might want me to focus on. And I can perhaps, tell you whatever I know, or I can do a little bit of research on the subject and see what I can pass out there for you. And it can be anything from setting up a business, health, debt, anything. And we can have a bit of a discussion, and you can put your comments and what you've been through at the bottom, and if you want to do that. So it's like we're going to create a bit of a community to sort of help each other. But it's not a community to promote other readers or other healers. I'm sorry, I don't do that. But anything to do with helping people, I don't mind, sort of sharing things that perhaps help people in a kind of way. That's not a problem. Okay. So I'm going to come on here and talk about sort of, well, let's put it this way, we're in this new year, aren't we? And it's like the energy is a bit flat, isn't it? We're all fed up and depressed of being locked in, and it's not a great start to the new year, is it? It certainly isn't. But we've got to stay optimistic, and we've got to sort of try and do what we can to sort of keep motivating ourselves forward and looking forward to tomorrow, because I keep saying to everybody, I think we'll get out of this mess that we're in by, well, I'm not saying it'll be sorted by April, because it's not going to go, and it may be a bit longer than April. It all depends how quick the government gets their arse kicked in a little bit, doesn't it? But I feel as though April, let's just say, we should start to see a difference. I say we should start to see perhaps the cases coming down. But it's not just to do with COVID, though, is it? It's making us all feel a bit down, a bit depressive, and it's not good. And even I have my moments. I might come on and I may look great, feel great, spurring you on, but trust me, I've got my own set of problems of going on. And sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes it's to do with family stuff. It's like, if I do this, I could get sort of blamed for that and one or the other. It's difficult, isn't it? It's like trying to sort of find the balance with each other. But we've got to start sort of looking forward a little bit. We need something to focus on. We need something to empower us, to sort of keep moving forward and to look forward to tomorrow. And that's going to be so important, because it's like, if we don't have plans or we don't have something to look forward to, then it's a bit like saying, what's life for? It all becomes very like that, and it doesn't have to be like that. It's like, I love going out dining in restaurants. Can't do it. I'm able to do it over Christmas. It's really frustrated me. But it's a great excuse to experiment in the kitchen and get cooking, or maybe being a bit naughty and having a bit more of a takeaway or whatever, or sort of treating yourselves and saying, we're gonna buy this nice meat and we're gonna cook something really nice and look after us, and you'll find it's cheaper than having a takeaway, and it's like, and it's good for you. But it's just simple little things like that can make a big, massive difference. It's like you've got to sort of focus on doing something. And if you're not in the mood for cooking or whatever, then find something that you can get stuck into. It's like going on YouTube. There is a vast amount of knowledge out there, whether you want to learn something to do with flower arranging, spirituality. It's all out there. It's like me today. I've been going on about sort of going on Google and YouTube, looking at people to do with SEO excuse me, because I want to sort of get my website to rank a bit higher. So it's a little bit different, but what I'm saying is the knowledge is out there. Whether you take some free advice and you tweak things yourself a little bit, or you go out and do a bit of research so you know what you're looking for, then you can find somebody who's going to do it for you. So whatever it may be, but there's lots of little things out there to learn and get involved in. So it's like you need to find little things that are going to empower you to sort of motivate yourself through the day. And the more you can do that, the better it is. And not only that, it's like also trying to connect with a healthy lifestyle, because it's like mind, body and spirit, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's like you've got to lift your energy up, because if you don't lift your energy up, you can feel fed up. If you can feel fed up, then you can feel depressed. And then it's like a vicious circle. But if we just do subtle little things to just get out there, even if it's as simple as walking the dog, or if you're suffering really bad anxiety at the moment, just go walk to the end of your yard, your gate. If you haven't got a front yard, then walk down to the end of the street or halfway down and walk back. And then next day, sort of push yourself to do a bit more. This isn't about keep fit. This is about just keeping your mind focused and doing something. And this is what it's all about. So it's like little steps that you can do that will make a big difference for yourself. So this is what we need to do. So it's like I say, it's not simple, and it's not always about money neither. A lot of things that we can do don't need money. Like I say, there is so much information out there on Google and YouTube and whatever social medias, like me trying to put up little freebies and the little posts just to, that's something for you that I'm just doing for you, and I'm happy to do it. I'm not saying it's perfect, I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's brilliant, but it's little things to get you sort of involved. And yes, I'm going to admit I'm going to get something out of it, but don't have to do it, but I'm happy to do it. And it keeps me focused as well, because I like to keep busy. If I'm sitting there doing nothing, I get bored. Even if it's like just watching a film, I've got to do something to just sort of, focus on. I hate just sort of sitting there doing nothing at all. I've got to have something that grasps my mind. I love watching my films. It's like on Now TV now, we've got Bad Boys 3, haven't we? I forget what it's properly called, but you know which one I'm on about. And, that's my little bit of escape. So what's your escape? You've got to figure that out for you. If it isn't films, it's something else. Even if it's, like I say, getting a little bit creative and perhaps ordering some little things off the internet to make your own flower displays or whatever it may be. It hasn't got to be perfect, has it? Who cares about it being perfect? As long as you're doing something and you are enjoying it. Or learning the tarot. I mean, I know perhaps sounds like I'm giving a plug for me, but it isn't, because there's lots of things out on the internet where you can learn the tarot for free. So there's like I say, there's so much information out there. There's no reason to get bored and fed up and not to be doing anything. The world is at the touch of our fingers in this day and age. So yeah, and we're all waiting now for the lockdown to come to an end. I'm waiting to get out there a little bit more and connect with my customers again. I'm waiting for the whole situation come to an end, but it's life. We've got to get through it, and we can't go blaming, government should have done this and should have done that. We've got to take a little bit of responsibility ourselves of how we do things. I mean, I'm not saying I do everything right. I've probably made some mistakes myself. I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have gone there. We all do it. But as long as we're trying, we all have a little slips, or, oh God, I shouldn't have done that, I forgot. That's, like the postman coming today is telling me off, step back, please. You just don't think, do you? And, they've got to be safe, but it doesn't matter. And, he wasn't horrible about it, and that's fine. And he's reminding me my responsibility, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Sort of taking it in your stride. But, I remember when it first all started, I was in the shops, and somebody said to me, "I get back," and they were really nasty about it. And I didn't say nothing, but I felt like it, as if to say, well, perhaps talk to me in a nice way, and yeah, I might step back, because some people can be a bit funny, can't they? But perhaps we have to have a little bit of tolerance, like I did that day. But it's like, come on, chill out. Sometimes you feel like you've got the plague, haven't you? When you just go out and about and you have a sneeze. But that's that. It's life, isn't it? We can't do anything about it. We've just got to make the best of a bad situation, and that's all we can do. So, like I say now, let's get out there, let's make things happen, let's connect with things, let's do things, let's motivate ourselves, or, focus on our careers. There's lots of things we can be doing to lift our energy up, make us feel good, make us feel better, go for some walks, anything to focus our minds, lift us our energy up, anything like that will be a win-win situation for us to do and get involved in, and to better ourselves, and that will be a good thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to sort of think about that now. Hope you've enjoyed that. I'm not saying like everything I've said is right or wrong. Perhaps I could have said more about certain things, but it isn't about that, is it? It's just about coming on, saying something, connecting with you all, seeing whether you agree, perhaps put your comments down, your feedback, what you do, to sort of pass the time away. This is what this is all about. So we can all look at it, we can all listen, we can all read your comments, and we can share it with our other groups and pages. So look after yourselves, stay safe, stay focused, keep doing what you're doing, and I wish you love and light. So have a great day. Okay, thanks very much for listening. Bye bye.